Hello, 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 hello. Okay, let's make sure we have the mic here. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you're having an amazing Friday. Hello, hello, hello. Oops. Okay, so we're getting the mic there. Oops. So I have this new ring light. Well, I've had it for some time, but I have not been using it, and I moved around a lot. So trying to figure out how it can stay in one place. All right, so self-worth and standards. Um, welcome. Hello. Okay. Okay, see, I need my new roses. Is it right now? Definitely need some new roses here. Okay, so it's right now. Now more like a dry set. That's what it's like. It's like a dry set now. So hello. Hi everybody. Welcome. So what are your standards? What is your self-worth? Do you even know what that is? Let's see, too close. Great, there we go. Okay, so your self-worth determines how you show up in life. Your self-worth determines what you will and will not accept. As simple as that. If you don't have self-worth that is high, you will fall for anything, and you'll be available for things that do not develop you, do not help you grow, do not even make you feel good. You're just there because you're just there. So having a sense of self-worth is something that is very, very important to you. And the self-worth is directly correlated with your standards that you have for yourself. Standards are not something that you give other people to say, I like this, so you can only do this and this. That's what I will accept. It's what will you accept of yourself for yourself. What does this look like? Your self-worth, again, determines your standards. Your standards are what you are, how you're being when you're by yourself, when you're not invited to an event, when you're not invited to a party, a business thing, like you're not receiving guests, you don't have people just visiting, you're just by yourself. How are you being? That is your standard. And are you just in pajamas? Are you just waking up and just chilling in sweatpants and not even putting some effort in you? So like that does have a direct correlation with your self-worth. The way you treat yourself has a correlation with how you feel about yourself. So like, I'll give you an example. If I just woke up and if I didn't do any makeup right now, didn't brush my hair, didn't make any effort in putting myself together, I wouldn't be confidently speaking on the camera. If I saw someone who I think and feel is important, I would not want them to see me in that state, and I will shy away. Meaning that in life, I'm dodging opportunities, I'm dodging things that could actually work for me. But when you're well put together and you're out there, you see someone or someone you deem as important, you will say, hi, hello, how are you? You will speak to them. How's been your day? Or good morning. And you just do a little wave there and smile. The way you come, you're more positive, and you're more drawn to connections and collaborations. But just think about the day when you're not nicely dressed or you haven't put any effort. You will shy away from posh places or any place that is of high standards, because the way we just feel, the way we just look does not match the place. So if you want to improve your self-worth, start improving your standards. Improve your standards of things that you will accept of yourself, positions and places that take away your self-value and your standards. Let's say if you have high standards and self-worth that are high, you will not put yourself in a place where people are picking you apart. You will not do that unless you're paying someone to point out things that can help you elevate, like a coach or a stylist. Then and they're good at their job, or they really know what they're talking about, like they're that great. Yes, then maybe instead of tearing you apart, pointing out flaws, they can tell you maybe you could substitute this for that. Maybe you can mix and match and this and that. So they're not there just criticizing you, they're giving you alternatives of what you could do better. There is a difference. One of the things that's very important for developing your self-worth is reading a lot of books and educate yourself. Some things that we take so granted, like just reading, are things that actually elevate and bring awareness to our conscious. And the more you are aware, the more you have things to see in a different light. Now it gives you the power to respond with what you found out and elevate yourself. So like, for example, if you had no idea about the difference between someone you picking you apart, calling you names, oh, you're silly, oh, you're stupid, oh, you're not, you're this, da 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 da. And if you had someone saying, maybe you would like to try this, why do you think about mixing this and that and that? One is constructive feedback and criticism that helps you. The other one is attacking your self-esteem. But you have to be able to tell, because if you haven't invested time in reading the right books on self-esteem, awareness, or just other people, you will not know. You will find yourself in situations, friendships that do not serve you. You will find you not enjoying hanging out with your friends, but not being able to pinpoint exactly the reason. You just say, I don't like how they make me feel. So the more you're aware of, it's not just about, I don't like the way they make me feel. Sometimes you'll be able to pick up actual stuff that is taken away from you and your self-esteem. Okay. All right then. The second thing, I'll give you an example. Today I went to take my daughter to school and I put my outfit together. It was cute, the same outfit, cute, yes. But I wore leggings because we're in fall, getting in winter, it's a bit chilly. I wore tights under my dress because I wanted to be appropriate also for the weather. But I didn't realize that the tights I had like flowers design and stuff like that. It was so cute, but it was coming off more seductive. And that combination with a dress, which is a little bit on the shiny side, ended up looking like an out night outfit. And taking my daughter to school, that was not appropriate. So because I have high self-worth, on I understand that people have a way they perceive you, and you have to put yourself out there in a way you want to be treated, in a way you want to be perceived, especially for my daughter. I was not going to come out. So I went to the drive line to drop off. I didn't step out. I did my makeup, I dressed, but things didn't quite make sense. I only noticed after walking out of the house because I didn't look in the mirror. That's a fault on me. But then because of my standards for myself and my self-worth and the way I would want to represent my daughter in the world, like even at our school, I will watch myself. So are you just saying I have bad luck, people don't treat me well, this and that, or are you appropriate to situations as well? Because you can have a certain standard for yourself. In dating should be different, in business it's going to be different, at home it's going to be different. So are you stepping up in the right, for lack of better words right now, I say style or uniform, you know? So some of these things seem very small, but the way people treat you as well, that can knock your self-worth as well. And if you are not careful in dressing appropriate for different occasions, People are going to treat you negatively, or maybe they'll side eye you, and eventually they'll side eye your daughter, and that takes your standards of how people perceive you down. Eventually you're not going to be feeling as a person who, um is worthy or deserving in some instances. So make sure you dress and look the part of how you want people to treat you, how you want people to perceive you. It's very important that you are very aware of the social circles, because regardless of who you are in your art, I know this is unfair, I know this doesn't sound good, but the world judges according to how you're carrying yourself. So was I going to drop my daughter in an outfit that looked like I was going out for dinner, or, like in the evenings? No, it didn't match. So I had to, like, be a little creative, because there is a pickup line where the teachers walk to the car and they pick the child, and I let them do that. So next time I know better, check the mirror before you walk out. Make sure your outfit is appropriate before actually stepping out. Yeah. So your standards really, really pertain this. Now, your self-worth, again, in another aspect, your self-worth will determine. Okay, let me take off this. I feel a little bit hot. So your self-worth is going to determine the type of relationships you have and the relationship dynamics. You cannot change a person, and they cannot change you, but they can inspire you and you can inspire them. So here is the thing. If your standards are, if you haven't set your standards high for yourself, and you're in a relationship, you're not going to be treated well. You have the same people treat another person better than they treat you, all because of your self-worth and the standards that you have for yourself. So especially ladies, are you taking care of yourself? That is one. Two, what will you and what will you not tolerate? Have you set terms and standards within yourself to say, I will not sit for this. This is what I'm for. This is what I'm available for, with my friends, with family. Like, if things don't make sense, I don't have to be there, And how are you showing up as well? How are you showing up? And if you set those standards, so the relationships you're going to have as well, if you don't have high standards of yourself, you start seeing, or self-worth, you see that people will not make you feel good, because you haven't felt good about yourself, because you haven't set those standards, you haven't set the self-worth thing. But if, regardless of what's happening around you, regardless of what you have or don't have, you have a high self-worth, you're going to see that, oops, wardrobe malfunction. You're going to see, I might have to edit that part. You're going to see that how what you tolerate and what you do not tolerate is so different. You're going to see that how you interact with the world is going to be so different, because then if something is not making sense, you will not just sit there over and over again. Maybe it's going to be that one time, and the next thing is bye, that was it, because this is not happening, not with me, but you have to set that for yourself. Don't wait for people to give you your self-worth and standards, because then you're going to have anxiety, you're going to be depressed, because until people act a certain way for you, then you won't be okay. So set it for yourself, so that regardless of what's happening around you, you're good. Regardless of what's happening around you, your happiness, your joy is all generating from inside. Your self-worth and your standards are like, you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm going to do this. You can say whatever you want to do, but I'm going to say this. And you don't have to say it out loud, but you're just like, yeah, you do what you have to do, but I'm going to do me at the end. So treat yourself well. Treat yourself the way you would treat someone you're you care for, someone you respect, especially respect. Treat yourself the way you would treat as if the 20-year-old version of you away from today is the one you're looking after. You're investing in that person and they'll reap the rewards. So what are you doing today that the 20-year older version of you benefits from the decision you'll make today? So story time. If I look at my self-worth 10 years ago, the standards I had or lack of 10 years ago, right now, I'm facing the consequences and reaping the benefits of the decisions I made, how I moved and what I did, the connections I made, and stuff like that. So are you making decisions that down the line, the older version of you that's not going to be as energetic as you, that maybe the brain will not be, because right now you're holding your youngest face, your youngest year at the moment, and you're only getting older. I don't know if you've thought about this, but you're not going backwards. You're getting older. So at this moment, this is the youngest face you have. So what are you doing today that the next 5-10 years, when you look back, the older you thanks you for the decisions that you made? What are you doing? What standards are you setting for yourself? The relationships that you put yourself in with friends, with family. If you're gossiping day in and day out, daily, and that's all you do, put that accumulated. After 10 years, what do you have? More gossipy. That's it. That's what your world revolves around. If you focus on saying, at least once a month, I will, for example, do facials. Once a month or every 3 weeks, I will do my nails. Maybe I'll start taking a 30 minutes walk. I need that. I know for sure I need that daily minimum. After 10 years, when that compounds, what do you have? You have someone who looks younger, someone with beautiful skin, someone who's like, even the hands, instead of having wrinkles, they're soft, they're moist. That's someone that's pleasant to look at. So what are you doing today that the older version of you will thank? Let's say if you have children, or you're with your husband, or you're creating a business, whatever you're doing, what are you doing today that the older you will benefit from? Because you have to know tomorrow is not guaranteed. All we have is this moment. So if you were in the hospital, 5 years from today, and you're stuck there, maybe, for lack of better words, examples, I'll say you have cancer, or you have this, or you have that, and you have that. How do you benefit from the things you've done, even if you've been working hard? So make sure you invest in yourself in a way that the version of you that's going to be 5 years older or 20 years older than today will thank you. It might not make sense to people around you, especially if you don't have or don't come from a family like the Bill Gates, if you don't come from an Obama or Trump, from the Kennedys, if you don't come from those families, because they know, like, it's just a given. It's things you don't gossip, discuss, like argue between husband and wife. They know, like, you have to handle your business. If someone is taking their me time, it's like a given. Everyone is busy in whatever they're doing. No one is focused on just the other, and when they meet up, it's, can you help me with this? And they help each other because they understand what it takes. You get further better when you're with others than by yourself. So what are you doing? I'm going to encourage you to read books, audiobooks. Let me see. There is this book I started reading and I didn't finish it. When I finish it, I'm going to suggest reading the book, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. And this is a book on entrepreneurship and business. Like, if you're looking to develop even as a business owner, you need this book. I highly encourage it. I also encourage the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And for the ladies, understanding some things about business is good, even if you're just a stay-at-home mom, which is a big job, tremendous job, because your kids are watching you and they're learning from you. So the better you become, the more that they have to watch from you. Okay. And then apart from that, I am going to suggest, if you're a lady and you're looking to, wait, let's see. There's a book I'm looking for right now. I can't wait for this to be interactive. That way I can see comments and respond to them. Let's see. Okay. If you're a lady, I can highly encourage you to read Build an Empire, How to Have It All by Elena Cardone. And then you can go ahead and look at Become Your Own Matchmaker by Patty Stanger. And this one is, and Lisa Johnson. This one is if you're looking to date. So if you're looking to date and you want to like get better at dating, I would highly encourage that. The other book I would encourage is Think Like a Man but Behave Like a Woman. I think it's by, oh, what's his name? Steve Harvey. Yes, I was trying to remember his name. Steve Harvey. Okay, so those are the book recommendations I have. When you're free, instead of just watching Housewife of Atlanta and all that ratchet stuff, please go ahead and look at YouTube videos about elegance, look at some YouTube videos about etiquette, things that help you evolve. The more you subject yourself to people who maybe they've set those standards, or you see, why is that woman treated better than me? Why some women like have this, and why do I only get this end of the stick? Who do I have to become? What do I have to learn that I don't know? What can I develop about myself so that I become the reciprocal of that? So you can watch Level Up videos, etiquette, self-grooming. How are you washing your face? Do you exfoliate your face? Do you sometimes put some face mask? Get makeup. If you're starting, you can even start with the cheapest makeup. Always make sure there's something on your face in the morning. You can look at how maybe your outfit can look more put together. That may be from maybe making sure you iron or press your outfit so that you're not coming out with wrinkled clothes, or put them in a dryer for like 10 minutes just so that the wrinkles are not there. Or you could have a steamer and just steam your clothes so that your clothes look well, a little bit more put together. So you can spend your time learning different things. You can learn about finance. You could learn about just relationships, maybe communication. That would be great. Different things, body language, and also becoming just self-aware of self so that you see on ways to improve. Like I usually say, just the way you always drink water, just the way you always eat, shower. Let's hope you do shower. I hope you do. You have to keep on evolving your mind as well. So the things you listen to and the things you do will are setting standards for yourself. And when you set standards for yourself where you do not tolerate things beneath your standards that you think are not worthy of your lifetime energy, you won't be subjected to. And if you're in a place where you find yourself in such a situation, you have the right to remove yourself, because no one owes you anything and you don't owe anyone anything. So when things are not working and you're just in a place where there's a lot of maybe things that are not aligned with your values, are not aligned with your standards, with your self-worth, you can communicate. Or if it's not working, because you can't change others, because everyone has free will, they can be how they want to be, you can remove yourself from environments and friendships that do not serve you. And if you're going to be around them, Just make that time small and spend more time evolving within yourself. So self-worth and standards are very important. How you speak to yourself. This is going to be the last point. Please do not call yourself names. Do not speak of you as little, stupid, dumb, and all that. Like, if you're going to use something like that, it's maybe laughing at yourself for being silly in a situation, which with the background of the context of getting better, rather than just calling yourself names and talking down on yourself and letting other people do the same. And when they do that, you can't complain because you do it to yourself. So it's like validating how you call yourself. So set your standards for yourself, how you will be spoken to. Because unconsciously, if you're unaware, you have the same situations even pop up when you're with your children. People speaking to you out of term. Like, I'll give you an example. Even up today, I do have some people where I will be in front of them, even in front of my child. I'll see that they'll be throwing jabs and speaking to me like maybe I don't think or some. I'll smile because I know I can't change them, especially if it's a character flaw, but I will limit the amount of time I spend with them. Because I know when I'm around them, I'm insulted. When I'm around them, they're belittling me, and I don't want to go the back and forth. If someone just doesn't have the sense, then just remove yourself from a situation. Minimize the time you spend with them, regardless of their title in your life. That is irrelevant, because then you're teaching your kids how to see you. You're teaching your kids how to speak to others as well. So when you have people who have no sense, remove yourself from that situation. That is a thing about self-worth as well, and your standards. But if you don't have this, if you've not set your standards for yourself, you will not be able to catch it. And the same cycle patterns carries on and on and on. So I still look forward to having more people coming on so that this could be more of an interactive conversation where I can respond to actual questions. But since I'm not going anywhere, I know that's going to happen. It's just a given. It's a numbers game. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to tie everything in a bow. Self-worth comes from the standards that you have for yourself. So make sure that you know what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate. Learn the red flags of when people are calling you out of your name or putting you in situations that you find are beneath you. Watch how you speak to yourself. Treat yourself how you would treat someone you respect, someone you care for, and that person you respect was relying on you. Like, for example, if you like flowers, don't wait for someone to give you flowers. Get that for yourself. If you like candles, get it for yourself. Whatever your ambience, treat yourself like you're a guest in your own home, like you are the main event in your life. So treat yourself as such. And when you go to other people's houses, they will receive you as such. But if you're going as if you're the help or you're, oh no, it's okay, you don't have to, they won't. People are trying to do something for you. Oh, no, thank you, no, thank you. They won't, they'll stop it. So you should see if you're having high profile people, it could be the president or someone you respect. They'll come in, they'll say thank you, they'll smile, they'll enjoy whatever you've prepared for them, and then they'll leave. If you donate to the church, they'll say, oh, thank you, and they'll carry it. If you donate to the president, oh, thank you, and they'll take it. If you donate to a big organization, they won't reject, they'll take it. But why is it a person who maybe doesn't even have as much, when you give them like, oh, no. Like, where is that coming from? If you can just start looking up this, because I need to get you thinking. Go on YouTube, look at royalty when they visit different places. Everyone's giving them free place to stay, free food. They're giving them flowers and gifts. If you go, the first ladies and sometimes other celebrities, they'll come, they'll give them flowers, they'll accept. But why is it that a person who's always wanted to be treated well, when you do that for them, they're like, oh, no, 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 you shouldn't have. Are you just saying it politely, or are you feeling that people maybe are giving you something that is above your self-worth and your standards? All right, ladies. So level up by leveling up your standards and your self-worth. Do for you. That way, when another person does for you, it's like it's a given. I take and I give freely. So I know I can give myself this. I can give this to another person. So when they give me, I've got no bad feeling, negative energy. I've got no shaky, like, oh, why are they? No, no, no. Like, it's okay. I am worth it. I am worth it. And I'm so thankful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, you shouldn't have, but thank you. That's how you say it. No, 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 no. Oh, no. You shouldn't have. Oh, I feel guilty. Guilty for what? Like, if you do things for others, why are you guilty when people do it for you? I've found after working on my shadow work and doing a lot of personal development, before I used to think, why do I feel that? And now I see like there are people who, like, if you get something gracefully, they're like, oh, why is she's even taking it? Duh, you gave it to me. Thank you. Oh, she likes receiving stuff. She likes receiving good stuff. Yeah, I like giving good stuff too, and I like receiving good stuff. If you feel negative about it, that's you. That's not on me. I'm good. Like, why are we so hesitant in receiving great things? Why do we feel like, oh no, you shouldn't have? Are we saying we're not worth it? Why is it that when you speak to someone, they will tell you everything they don't like? I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. Oh, this I don't like. This makes me. Ask them what they like. They don't know. How can you have what you like and what you want if you can't even clarify it? How can you have it? If you're free, get a journal, take time writing down things you desire or things you feel jealous about when you see with other people. Jealousy is a good thing it's all about perspective. If you look at something and find jealous, if you feel jealous, it means you desire it. Maybe you just feel you can't get it, but maybe there is something like that for you. So write down things that make you feel jealous or make you feel like they're silly. Write them down and ask yourself, maybe I want this. Do I want this for myself? If you can't, do it for yourself. Start evolving. When you do that and you look inwards, you're going to be reflecting a lot. From the untrained eye, it looks like self-judgment, but it's just being reflective. And then you're going to spend more of your time trying to discover who you are, what you like, what you love, what makes you vibrant, what makes you want to grow, what excites you, that you will not have time for other stuff. You seriously will not. And then when you're around other stuff, it just doesn't make sense. Eventually you find after 5 years or 10 years, you'll be a much better person because of looking inwards and working on self. But if you're always, every weekend, it's about the party, you're buying presents for the party, but you've never done anything for yourself, like, what the heck? All you have is yourself. Once you're gone, that's it. People will still move on, the parties will still going on. Your time is limited. So are you important enough to set your standards? Are you important enough to set yourself worth? Are you important enough? The way you give, people like days, weeks, hours, just listening to them. Can you listen to yourself even for 5 minutes a day? Can you do that? Can you reflect on yourself? And looking at self with love, even if you feel a certain way, just say, I didn't know what I know now. So how can I be better? I didn't know what I know now. How can I evolve? Show me how. things can get better. I know things can get better. Show me how, and surrender. All right. Well, thank you for watching. My name is Pauline Coney, and I do real estate loans, business lines of credit. If you're looking to invest in your business, your startup, feel free to DM me on IG, the word loan, and tell me a little bit about yourself and how much you're looking for. And I'll be more than happy to assist you. Just another reminder that your standards and your self-worth determine how you walk in the world. And that is something that other people cannot give you. And if you've only received it from others, then your mood goes up and down, up and down. Up and down, your mood all the time. So you might say, why do I feel this way? Because maybe people give you a glimpse, but maybe you haven't set or reprogrammed your mind to know that maybe I want that for myself. And you think it's just normal to feel bad. It's normal to be sad. It's normal to be in lack. It's normal to feel like you're unworthy, but it's not normal. Those are indications on things you should look at. Those are indications on things you should focus on self. If you find your weaknesses, your weakness is your strength as well. But if you're in a moment where you're building yourself and you know your weaknesses, make sure you remove yourself from situations that are weak against you. So that time spent on yourself is a big plus. Anyway, have an amazing Friday. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share to someone you know would love us. Love you. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great Friday. Bye. Okay, let's see. Because something interesting is happening here. What? Okay, so I don't see the Zoom. I'm trying to cut it. Okay, let's. There we go. Bye. Thanks for watching.